Hey, Gary Baker here with you from 30minutemarketing.net. Today's quick video, we're going to focus on how to undo changes in GroovePages and also how to restore previous versions of pages. So we're just going to jump right into the GroovePages builder, and here we are. And we're going to start by building a new site. We're just going to go ahead and start from scratch with a blank template. Then we're just going to drop some blocks in here to get us going. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with a content block. We'll grab this content block and drop it in there. We'll go ahead and put an alert bar up here just so we have something to reference when we're making these changes other than this one block. And we'll go ahead and we will just call this the first draft, just for a point of reference, and we'll go ahead and we will save that. Now once that's saved, that's just saved here in the editor. This actually hasn't been published to either the hosted version, groovepages.com, or our own domain. So what we'll go ahead and do is just go ahead and post this to draft and publish that so we have something to look at for a point of reference when we start making these changes on the real live site versus inside of the editor, just so we have an idea of once the content is saved and once it's published, the two different places that we're looking at the content. So that content is saved. We'll go ahead and we'll open this up in a new tab so we can see it. And there is our first draft with our alert bar at the top. We'll go ahead and we'll play around with this back in the editor to see how we move back and forth with these changes, how to undo changes, and also how to restore the last revision of a complete page. So here we are back inside the editor. So the first and easiest thing to do to undo changes is simply go up here to this undo button, this little curved arrow, and simply click it. And you can see right there that our title changed from first draft, our heading 1, to lorem ipsum. So go ahead and now you can see that we also have the ability to now go back or go forward in this case, so we can restore that change, and we just simply hit that arrow and there you go, you can see that. So now what if we were to go ahead and edit this and call this the second draft? Go ahead, hit the space bar, hit save. You can see that content is saved down here in this green content save box, alerting us to the fact that it has been changed. Now remember, over on our page that we have published, we haven't published it yet inside of the Groove Page Editor, so this page is not changing, okay? So back inside the Groove Page Editor, again, we can go ahead and hit that back arrow. It'll take us back to first draft. We can go forward. It'll take us back to second draft. But what if we wanted to just restore the latest revision? Say we changed something else. We changed this alert bar, we added a new bar, or we changed this text right here. You simply go up here to this hamburger menu here in the right-hand corner, select Revisions. Now you can see we have a second draft as well as the original first drafts that you can see right there by clicking on the little preview eye. So again, we have 3 revisions. We'll go ahead and go back to cancel. We'll go ahead and we'll just make this a third draft, and we will publish this one so you can see the difference here. So here you can go ahead and you can just click publish. Now this will open up the box for the publish settings, and you can click publish, and this will publish and save at the same time. Of course, publish actually pushes the page out to be published on the internet, as well as saved the content. So now that content's been saved, you can see here, changes usually go live within a few minutes, but may take longer. Now we'll pop over to our page that has been published on the internet, and we will reload that. Now you can see here we have the third draft published. So let's go back to the page builder. We'll go back to the hamburger menu. We'll go back to revisions. And let's say we wanted to go back to the very first page that we created, which was the first draft. Of course, now we have 4. We have the 2 original first drafts, we have the second draft and the third draft, and we want to use this version. So we'll click Use This Version. As you can see, it loaded that version up into the editor. But if we go back to our page and we refresh it, no changes have been made on the publish page. Remember that. When you're working inside of the editor, you're only making changes inside of the editor, not the published page. So back inside of the editor, if we want to publish this first draft, we go up here and we click on the publish button. You can see that that is publishing and saving. You can see content saved. Changes usually go live within a few minutes, but may take longer. Now we will go back to the published page. We will hit refresh. You can see now that the changes have been made and we published that to the internet. We're back on the first draft. We'll quickly go back to the editor, go back and check how many revisions that we have now. And you can see we still only have 4 revisions because we went back to the very first revision. If we were to go and click cancel, you'll see that we're still working with that very first revision, so there was no need to make a secondary copy. Now if we were to change something here again, new alert bar, and now we were going to go ahead and save. Content has been saved. Now we go back into revisions. You can see here that that revision was not changed because this has not been published yet. So we go back and we publish. When we publish and save, we save it in the editor as well as we publish it to the internet. Of course, we go back and we reload our page. You can see the third draft and the new alert bar. We'll go back now and look at revisions. You can see here in revisions now we have a new revision with the new alert bar, as well as that is our published site. So there you go, the revisions under the hamburger menu, as well as the forward and backwards restore buttons, undo changes buttons. If this video was helpful, give me a thumbs up, 30-minute timer here on the end screen. Click that, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content just like the videos you see on the end screen. Click those, keep learning, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.